Is it just me? There's some strange looking people out there. These masks, man, once you let people wear masks, they just wear whatever the heck they want to wear. Man, I guess there are some sensible people like me, and then there's some people there that use the command to wear masks as an excuse to dress up. I don't know what those people are doing. Some of these masks are crazy, but I can't breathe, so I'm going to take this off. Ugh, alright. Back to normal. I don't know what's going on with my hair. I think I need to get a haircut. I've always wanted to wear a bib out in public, but now I can. It's great. I've always wanted to have long, flowing dreadlocks, and now I do, but I do need to cut them. Unfortunately, it would seem that barbers are not a thing that we can use. They're not essential. I mean, don't think haircutting is essential, but that's the thing. So I haven't actually seen you in a while. You can just call me Pastor Jack Nate. Nope, that's not true. Captain Pastor Jack. Nope. Who picked these names? Pastor Jack. Nope. Nate Jack. Nope. I give up. You can just call me whatever. I can't think of anything. It's so hard to remember what names to call people. So, you know what? Who here would consider yourself a grump? I have been a pretty big grump the last couple days. And I've been complaining a lot. But I've been a grump lately, and I've been complaining a lot. And you know what? It got me thinking, all of us are home. We're home with our family, we're with our brothers and sisters, we're with our parents. And sometimes that can lead to us complaining a lot, right? And I don't think that's good. I don't think that's very good at all. Sometimes our brothers and sisters act like it's their job to annoy us, to bother us. You know, when I was little, I have 3 younger sisters, and they're absolutely crazy. It was kind of our job to get each other in trouble, to bother each other. There was a time when I was about 12 or 13, and my mom said, you are not allowed to eat any more candy. I'd eaten way too much candy. But you know what, I really wanted candy, so I would take the candy, and I would eat it, and I would put the wrappers underneath the couch. I know, why not just put them in my pocket? I was 12. Like, what are you gonna do? So I put all these wrappers, and I would forget to take them out. And next thing you knew, there was all these wrappers underneath the couch. My sister, she found the wrappers, and she smiled, and she went to go tell and get me in trouble. But later on, I found her eating candy, and so I got her in trouble, and we both got each other in trouble, and then my younger sister, Felicity, got to eat all of our candy. But the point is that when you're home with your brothers and sisters, it's easy to complain about each other, right? And it's also easy for your parents to complain about you, and you to complain about your parents, and then we all get sad and unhappy and angry. So I want to share a story that I was reading recently about some people who were complaining, and those people are called the Israelites. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. There are people in the Bible, at the beginning of the Bible, close to it, that were big-time complainers. And the people of Israel, they came from a place called Egypt. And Egypt is in Africa, and in Egypt, they were slaves. The people of Egypt, maybe they beat them, they killed them, they made them work for free, for nothing. And the Israelites were slaves under the people of Egypt. But you know what? They didn't stay there. In the book of Exodus, you'll read about God rescuing the Israelites from Egypt. Have you ever heard of the 10 plagues of Egypt? Those were 10 different punishments that God said to Egypt, let my people go. And if they didn't, then he sent another punishment. And finally, he delivered the Israelites from Egypt, and they were free. Imagine living your whole life being a slave, working for somebody else, not getting paid, being beaten, maybe being killed, and suddenly you are rescued and you are freed, and now you are a free person. How would you respond? Some of us, we might want to think that we would be thankful. We'd say, thank you so much for freeing me. Thank you for rescuing me. You know how these people responded? They were out traveling, and they started to complain. And some of the people of Israel said, man, I wish we could go back to Egypt, back to where we lived before, and have the food that the Egyptians gave us. Think about that. You were once a slave, you were beaten, you were killed, and you want to go back to that? Well, these people did. They wanted to go back to Egypt, and they wanted the food that they had there. when they should have been thankful to God for being freed, they instead complained. You know what he does? There's two things he does that are really cool. First is he sends bread. They wake up and they find these like little white flakes on the ground. And you know what they call it? They call it manna. You know what manna means? What is it? What? Manna means literally, it means, what is it? Imagine your parents baking a bread of manna and you come and say, hey, what's for dinner? And your mom says, what is it? Yes, that's what I asked. I asked, what's for dinner? She says, what is it? No, now I'm really confused. So they called this bread that God gave them manna, and they were able to eat it and be satisfied. But he didn't stop there. He brought quail. I don't know if you know what a quail is, but it's like a bird. It isn't like a bird, it is a bird. And God brought quail in, they flew in, and they landed in the camp. And the people were able to collect all of these quail and eat them. Now, how do you think they responded? How would you respond? If God had just given you all this food, you were hungry, and he gave you all this food, how would you respond to that? You know how the people responded? They gathered it, and they ate without giving thanks. They weren't thankful. They had been complaining, and they weren't thankful for what God had given them. Here's something I want you all to think about. You're home and there's lots of things to complain about. There's things that maybe you don't like. You miss your friends. You don't get to spend time. You don't get to go over to your friends' houses. You don't get to have them over. You can't go outside. You have to wear these silly robber masks when you go out. But something to think about. What are things that you can be thankful for? Something maybe to do right now with your brothers and sisters, with your parents. Take some paper and write down 3 things that you can be thankful for. Just 3. Should be pretty easy, right? Write down 3 things that you can be thankful for. And then thank God for them. Or maybe thank your parents for taking care of you. Thank your brothers and sisters for playing with you. I don't know. Whatever things you can be thankful for, write those down and remember them. And the next time that you are struggling to complain, when you've got the grumps, and you just want to be mad at everybody, think about those things that you wrote down and be thankful for them. And you know what's really cool? Is when we start being thankful, we start viewing everything in a much more happy way. And it just makes us more happy. And you know what? Even in a time where we're all stuck at home, there are a lot of things that your parents have done for you. There are a lot of things that God has done for us that we can be thankful for. Something that I've been thankful for is I've got to do some video chats with my family every week, and it's been great. Get to see them, talk to them. And you know what? Something I'm going to be thankful for when this is all over is a haircut, because I really, really need it. Who ever thought that we'd be thankful for haircuts, right? So do that. Write down 3 things that you can be thankful for and share them with your brothers and sisters and your parents. And next time you want to be a complainer and you want to be grumpy, think about them. All right? Don't complain. Be thankful. We have a lot to be thankful for. So, Captain Jack Nate, nope, still can't get, I have no idea what to call myself, what my name is. I'm confused, but I'm out. We'll see you later. Oh, now I can't breathe. Oh well.